So I've turned my bitrate down a bit. Let me know if that helps. What's wrong, kitty? Why are you crying? Is it because you want to be on the stream? Is that why? This kitty does not like being on stream. She's actually never been on my desk before. This might not be a good precedent to set. She seems very confused. Yeah, thanks, Tiltbox. I don't know why. My bitrate was set super high. It must have been for when I had better internet in my last apartment. She's sniffing the laptop. She's sniffing the screen. Doesn't know how to get off the desk. Is kind of confused. There's not a lot of room. She's a very chubby kitty and she needs lots of room. Come back here, kitty. Everybody wants to meet you. Okay, she's not pleased. I think she's getting ready to plop down. Yep. She's decided to just lay right here now. That works, I guess. This is Winnie. If you haven't met her before, she's our big chubby kitty. She is now just going to lay in front of the screen that I'm working on and periodically probably put her tail on the camera. She's never been up here before, so I'm trying to get her comfortable because maybe then she'll come visit us more when we're streaming. If a cat's tail and butt is up, does that mean they're about to attack you? Okay, her butt's down again. Yeah, we'll have a cat cam for the rest of the stream. Okay, so we have an inventory. Yeah, she looks like she's ready to pounce. She's very confused. Her butt's down at least, though. Let's get you guys a better angle on the kitty cam. There we go. This is the new Quasi TV. Face reveal. Look at her, she's such a coder. She's an all-natural game developer. All right, what the hell were we doing? Something with an inventory, I suppose. Oh my god, she's looking right at the camera. This is amazing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is she going to decide to do? I can't see my screen. This is fine. Your chubby head is blocking the screen. Okay, so we have an inventory. Oh, we were going to pick up items and put them in our inventory. She's a distraction just a little bit. I'm surprised she hasn't run. She's usually a very anxious and nervous cat. Surprised she hasn't like run off the desk yet. She must actually like it up here. Either that or she's very confused about where she is. So we're going to pick up items now and add them to our inventory. So in the inventory script. Oh my god, she's following the mouse cursor. This is hilarious. This will make for great TikTok footage later. Okay, so inventory should have like functions for like adding items, etc. This should be a list, not an array, because we're grown-ups. Sure, cat video. You know, she doesn't really like videos a lot, but she does really like watching HBO. When we watch His Dark Materials, she loves that show because of all the demons, like they're all animals. But I've tried to show her like cat videos and like cat game videos, and she has no interest in them. But whenever we watch His Dark Materials, she goes nuts. She like wants to like a paw at the animals on the screen. Hold on. Yeah, I love that she's looking at the screen, looking at the camera. That's amazing. She's not like meowing or she's not upset. This is really shocking. What's up, Javasaurus? How's it going? Okay, let's actually work. I'm very distracted by this cat. Okay, so add items to inventory. Public void add item. Public void remove item. Now, something I was interested in is, do games usually force your inventory to have only one instance of every item? Because I was playing My Time at Porsche, and they actually have there's an option to switch or to split your item into 2 inventory slots. But how the hell do they manage that code-wise? Oh. Kitty has gone bored. She's tired of you guys. Oh, she's just going to sit facing away from you. Okay, that works, I guess. I feel like most games, do they force your inventory to only have one instance of every item? So like if I collect more wood, it would only go to my wood slot? Or can you have multiple slots that have wood in them? In which case I have to figure out how to handle that somehow. I would need like a different data structure. Right now I'm handling items as single instances, like single elements, versus like 34 wood and 20 wood. Yeah, like older games have stack sizes, but I feel like there's no actual reason to have a stack size, I guess, other than management. Like in Minecraft, you can only have like 99 of every item, which I don't know why, unless they're actually just limited memory-wise. There's no reason we couldn't have 9,999 wood. If I want to actually allow you to split your items into multiple stacks, how the hell do I track it? Unless an item is actually an instance of a stack of items. Yeah, sorry, Minecraft is limited by 64, right? But like we aren't limited by that. We can have, bajillion of one. People hoarding. Oh, I guess it's a game design decision too. If they can, how much items you can bring with you in one thing. That's a really good point. It's just an integer? Yeah, exactly. So my problem is, how am I going to track the existence of those things in your inventory? Unless I'm thinking about it backwards. Yeah, how to handle multiple stacks of items. Like right now I'm thinking about an inventory being a list of items. Maybe it's not a list of items. Maybe it's actually... give you guys some cat view. Maybe it's not a list of items, and maybe it's actually just a list of item elements. An item is just one. So we have an axe, that's an item. But we have an item stack or item set, and that's the actual element in your inventory. So an inventory is actually a list of item sets. But item sets will need their own ID as well. So when you add an item to your inventory, it actually becomes an item set with a unique identifier. That actually makes it easier than save your item, your inventory to the save file. I like how the stream is just a big ball for the camera. Oh, look, you can see me now. I'm trying to get you guys a good angle of this kitty, but she's very shy. And our webcam doesn't reach any further. There we go. I need like 6 webcams here on my desk so we can change them to wherever she goes. So let's create a class called item set. Yeah, each stack contains items, right? So we can have, I guess a stack can only be one type of item. And public int count, amount. So inventory is actually a list of item sets. So when we add an item to your inventory, the first thing we do is check to see if we have, don't drink my water, please. If we have an item set for this item already. Let's say int max items in set equals 99. So we'll probably keep, we can't keep a dictionary of item sets, we'll just iterate over the list. It's not going to be that long. So over all of our items, dot count, if items at I, and items at I dot item equals other. So if item is not equal to null. Oh my gosh, I've never done an above weight stream before. This is awkward. So now we check to make sure we have room in this stack. What's the BS on? What backend will I use for inventory? Nothing. I keep looking up here to where, I keep looking above my monitor where the webcam used to be to talk to you guys, but it's down there now. Max int item session may be part of the item since allowing it for item by item, as in some items are more restrictive. Oh yeah, potentially. Huh. Yeah, that could be a thing. Like key items, you can only have one of them, right? That's a really good point. Well, I keep them all in memory. Yeah, I guess so. Do you suggest anything different? Oh, I know. And this we might have like a preset for it later. What's up, 313? Liking our cat cam. This is the first time the kitty has ever sat up on my desk. And she seems to like it, I think. She's not crying. I'm not forcing her, so she can get off anytime she wants. I think maybe she's just happy to be near me. She's been meowing all day. So if items at I.count plus, oh, so we have to also add in int count, how many we're picking up. Is there a better word for count? Is it amount? Is it size? Is it, I'm so bad at variable names today for some reason. You can't love sitting on your mouse pad. That's such a cat thing to do. Just sit on the mouse so you can't do anything anymore. This is a online multiplayer game. Amount? Yeah, I think amount is better. So if item set amount plus our current amount is greater than or equal or is greater than item.max or other.max in set. Continue, because then we don't have continue. So keep going. Check to see if we have room in this stack. If we do, then I guess you just increment the stack, items at I.amount plus equals amount. And so iterate over all the things, and so we find one, then we've added it. Oh, okay, she's done. You can go ahead. Be on your way. Or you're just repositioning yourself. Okay, that's fine too. So then we'll also return. Otherwise, we need to create a new item stack. So item stack, or item set, item set. So we'll have an initializer. How do you make a constructor? Do it. Quick actions. Oh, control plus, okay. Item set, set equals new item set. And it's going to be other and one. Or, sorry, other and amount. Okay, now she's blocking the chat. Are you going to sync it with a server? No, items will just be local to players. What's up, Tomer? It's not online multiplayer, it's not like an MMO or anything. It's just going to have online co-ops so you can play with your friends. But it's not going to have dedicated servers or anything like that. What's up, gaming boy? Wait, you're already here. I take my WhatsApp back. I'm going to keep track of an empty slot as well in that loop in case you need to add the item. I want to keep track of an empty slot. Oh, good point, because the inventory could have an empty slot. Huh. Well, I guess I first will look to see if there's any slots where I can add it. And if I can't, I'll create a new set and then add it to the first empty slot I can find. Yeah, I'm going to use Pun, Tomer. I use Photon for Shotgun Farmers. I'm really comfortable with it. So I'm going to use, I think for this game I want to use Photon Bolt because that allows for better, for easier like syncing bigger worlds and stuff. But I haven't actually messed with it yet. I'm thinking maybe for Global Game Jam we can do Photon Bolt. I could do a Photon Bolt project. Okay, just right back there. So everyone can see your cute face. So we probably have I guess it doesn't matter. Place this set in the next empty slot, or in the first empty slot. Wonder if she sees the chat? I think so. I did teach her to read recently. Otherwise, finally, items.add set. Okay, adding an item. Iterate over all our items. Do we have that item? If we do, add it to that thing as long as it doesn't exceed our max in set. Although, yeah, fine. And then if we, okay, yeah. And if we don't, look for an empty slot, add it in there. If we don't have an empty slot, add this as a new slot. And then somehow render all this to the UI. Not sure how we're doing that yet. So the first loop is trying to add it to the first available item that has the same. Oh, I guess I could just do it in the same. Well, yeah, because I might have already passed an empty slot in this one, so I can keep track of the first empty slot. Right, so I can just say int first empty. You get a Sauron vibe from the kitty? Okay, she's gone. Back to me. Sorry. So here we can, instead of returning, we can say, well, here we can break, because then we've added it. Otherwise, if items equals null, I'm not a cat, I've been exposed. That the game dev was a cat for a second. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the size of the list. I don't think it can ever get that big. I can't imagine we're going to have thousands of items. Imagine we'll cap the inventory. Guess actually we'll do this the other way around. So if we already placed the item, we break. If this is filled, we continue. Otherwise, we set first empty. We can find our first empty and break. And then we can just say items at first empty equals set. So if first empty is now equal to -1. Otherwise, items at add set. Right? I'm breaking here because we already found the empty slot. Oh yeah, you're right. Because we're not going to keep checking for other iterations of the items. I guess we just, but now we have to iterate over the whole array. So I could just track item found. Full item found. Wait, what? Hold on. I don't want to iterate over the whole thing. I guess I have to. This is iterating over every instance of the item. If it adds it, then of course it's done. Otherwise, I want to find the first empty. Guess I have to? Yeah. So that's the interesting, I guess it's an interesting trade-off, right? So either I'm doing 2 loops over the entire inventory, or I'm doing a loop over the entire inventory, I guess this is fine. It's not really gonna make much of a difference. I think like unless my inventory is more than like 9,000 items, which I don't think will allow it to be because players will get heavy and not be able to carry stuff anymore. Their inventory will be full. Probably be like max like 50 items or something. Here's Nancy just said we should basically never break, and if we use it, we are coding wrong. Damn, what? I mean, but here you have to break because we're done. We're done with the loop. It's over. It's over, man. Cause I played Skyrim. I actually haven't played Skyrim. I should though. It's one of the biggest open world games ever made, right? Wait, is Skyrim on the Switch? All right. Took us an hour, but we added items to the inventory in theory. Now we need to remove an item set from the inventory. I guess we'll call this use item. Use items. Add items. Yes, yes, yes. Skyrim's on every platform. If it's on Switch, I'll probably get it. If it's decent. If it runs decent. There won't be any mods, that's true. But there's a much higher chance I'll play video games if it's on my Switch than if it's on any other on any other platform. So on my computer, it's so hard for me to play video games. When I'm on my desktop, I just see that Unity icon floating right there and I just have to turn it on. I can't help it. I just start working. If max items is 16 and you have 10 items and pick up 7, does it fill up the old stack? Currently, no. It's going to ignore it and then create a new stack, which I'm not sure which behavior is going to be more intuitive to the player. If it should fill the old one, which I mean, it'll be easy to do that, or if you just create a new set. How would you guys say you've seen it happen in games? Let's call this. Let's just call this remove items because it's not actually going to call any use functions. So same thing. Go over all of our items. Item equals other. Oh wait, no, this is going to actually remove an item stack. Wait, yeah, item stack, other int amount. Or I can't call item stack, they're item sets. Fill it down, create a stack with remaining, okay. We'll go back and do that in a second. Now what's interesting about this is we're going to actually validate I guess we'll just check it here. So if amount is greater than or equal to items at I dot amount, not equals to, just greater than. Right, so we just do it, I guess? It doesn't matter? Because the UI is going to be passing in this value. It's just for like if you drop an item into the world and you choose like, I want to drop 3 or something. So it doesn't matter if it's too much because then you just get rid of the item. So if items.I that amount is less than or equal to 0, this item has been used up. This other thing, when you use up an item, I guess that slot in your inventory just goes blank. It doesn't shift all the other items up, right? This item has been used up. So we're going to say items.remove at I. And then update the inventory UI. What's up, Chef Man? How's it going? New game, in theory. We can figure out how to make it. So what happened down here? I don't know how we're gonna do that yet. Probably pass in a reference to this item in the inventory view or something, or the slot. I don't know. Okay, so you guys are saying that if we pick up an item, it should create new stacks. So if items plus amount greater than other max in set, if you guys start coding for a game, you can look it up. Yeah, I mean, I Google almost every single problem I run into. Items amount, items at amount plus amount. Items at amount plus amount. Item at amount plus amount. Okay, so we need to make sure this is not equal to we can just have a is full val here. So if this item set is full, then we just continue. Add an item breaking sound? How do you mean? So do you have the Game Chef Man? It is a monster capture survival game. Item is full, continue. Otherwise, we want to say items at I dot amount equals other dot max in set, and my amount now equals amount minus so I have 5, max is 10, or no, I have 5, trying to add 10, max is 10. Simple math, but my brain is freezing. Project Quasimon, exactly. Let's say int difference equals other dot max in set minus items at I dot amount. No. It's just amount minus others dot max in set. No. Goddamn. I need to write this down. This looks such a simple thing, but I don't know why I'm freezing on. Okay. So max is 10. Get is 20. Have is 5. So when we get to 5, we want to add 20. Max is 10. So 20 minus 5 is 15. Minus the max equals 5. What the hell did I just say? Why did I do any of this? It's have, no, it's get minus have, get minus have, or no, other way around. Have, no, yeah, get, okay. So this is, let's call this gain, that'll be easier. So gain minus what we already have minus max is what's left, right? So 20 minus the 5 we have is 15. Minus the max is 10, and we have 5 left over. No, that's wrong. Or no, it's right. No, it's wrong. No, it's right. No, it's wrong. The total amount minus max, the total amount is 20 minus max is 10. But I'm putting 5 in here. So I would have 15 left to put in the next one. Why are you crying, kitty? You want to be on camera again? Oh, I can't even see you. Oh, so it's gain. Well, it's not gain plus have minus max, right? Because we end up with too much. Oh, wait, no, yeah, we're gaining it. So gain plus have. But then what if this is, well, I guess you should never be able to pick up, damn, what if you can pick up more than the max, then I have to create separate groups, right? If you pick up like 99, if you pick up 99 wood, but the max of wood set is 10, but I guess in the world there should never be more than the max set, so I don't have to worry about that. You should never be able to drop more than the max set, because you can only drop sets of items. So a monster can't, or a tree can't drop 99, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so it's gain plus have minus max equals the next set. As long as you track it exactly. Okay. So amount should become how much we've gained. So amount plus how much we have, items at I.amount minus our max set, other.max in set. Might do a sanity check? What's a sanity check? Just to make sure I'm not crazy. Okay, so this has updated the amount. To the thing. All right. Is my microphone actually picking up my speakers? I didn't realize that. Okay. So we can test this by looking at our player inventory. We can't test all the stuff we just did. I guess we can though. So if we have this stupid axe, and let's apply the prefab for it. So this is just an item, but we actually need to spawn item sets into the world. Interesting. So what happens when a player picks up an item? It just calls on picked up, which just turns it off. So we don't actually do anything with the inventory yet. We're going to say inventory, Well, an actor knows its inventory. It's got to be protected. Sorry if the game is going to be CG generated or pre-made map. Pre-made map. Yeah, I don't want to procedurally generate the world or anything. I think it'll increase the scope of the game too much, and the game's already pretty big in scope. So if I try to make a randomly generated game, I think it'll be even more unrealistic that I can actually finish it. So let's just say we're going to add, every time we pick up an item right now, we're just going to add sets of, let's add sets of 50. And our max inset is 99 currently. Now we're not rendering this to the UI yet, we're just going to look at it in the inspector. Okay, let's make a bunch of axes. I have no idea what's going to happen. My player is floating, no reference exception. GG. What the hell happened? What? Why don't I have a character? Oh, because I overrode the awake functions. Okay, let's go find these axes. My inventory is empty. If I pick up an axe, nothing happens. I should have worked on that part first. Let's see. Is my player not tagged as a player? Okay, player is not tagged, which would make sense. So a player needs to be a player. Otherwise, the item can't get triggered. Now, eventually, you're not going to pick up items by just running into them, probably. Actually, some games do like the thing where like items nearby you get sucked in. I wonder which way we should do it. I believe that's how Minecraft works, right? As you pass by an item, it picks you up. What's up, Isaiah? How's it going? Curious. Why does it say icon type mismatch? Oh, because it's not a texture 2D. On trigger enter. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Because someone needs a rigid body for triggers to be detected. A trigger can only detect something with a rigid body on it. And either I put a rigid body on every single trigger, which I'm not going to, or I put a rigid body on the player. Again, eventually I might not use Unity's physics at all. This is just to test this item pickup. Okay, the Google Play for Javasaurus? Why is that? Okay, so I don't need this anymore. Okay, so I picked up my first axe. Let's go look at the player. Where are you, Mr. Player? There you are. My inventory has one element. It's an axe. It's a 50 axes. I got 50 axes. Now if I pick up this second axe, I have a second element of 50 access, so our code's not working. The inventory was supposed to add the first 50 here. So let's put a breakpoint, see what's going on. It could be because, oh, of course, it's because the item in the world is a separate element in memory or a separate object in memory. Every prefab item is different from the items in this list. They need to actually be referencing the same item, like same item prefab or some sort of scriptable object. In our case, we're probably going to do a prefab, so we can assign all the 3D elements to it. So the thing in the world needs to be an item set, not an item. Because yeah, otherwise these are actually all different things in the game world. Okay, so let's make let's make a prefab called item set. And is item set already a class? Very excited for this new adventure. Thanks, dude. I am both excited and absolutely terrified. Winnie, why are you crying? Where do you keep going? Keep just passing by and crying. Maybe we need to bring her back up here. Oh, I know what it is. She needs me to watch her eat. Give me 1 second. So as you guys probably noticed, Winnie is a very chubby kitty, and she has a very bad habit in that she doesn't eat unless someone's watching her. She needs you to stand behind her and watch her back before she eats anything, which is really annoying if she wants to have a snack every hour throughout the day when you're working from home. And she'll cry and cry and cry until you watch her eat for a few minutes, and then she'll walk away and start crying again another hour. And I have not figured out how to solve this problem yet. Want to come up? Or not? I don't know what she wants. Okay, so how do we do this? I guess we make items a scriptable object. Oh my gosh, cat, I swear. You're being very silly. There. I think she doesn't know how to communicate what she wants. Yeah, so if item to a scriptable object, then an item world can just be, and a world item could be generated. Oh, putting the food in here. That's a really good idea, Game & Boy. I haven't considered that. Then I can just feed her whenever she cries, and yeah, I don't have to get up. Although maybe getting up's a good thing for me, now that I think about it. Okay, I forgot to make scriptable objects. Unity scriptable objects. So you do a create asset menu thing. Okay, so it works like this. Quasi stretch time like in the good old days. Ah, yeah. Those are good times. Exercise isn't that important. Oh my gosh. It's actually pretty important, I imagine. I don't know how this. I don't know how any of this works. So we'll do public item. Huh. So if an item descriptable object. Oops. Just do this. What's up, Littlewood? How's it going? So we have to remove this stuff because this will be in a different function. Then do we actually have prefabs? What the item looks like in the world? We just define the meshes. I don't want to have two of everything. Galactic Glum! Thank you so very much for 15 months, dude. I appreciate it. How are you doing? D indeed. Take your dog to the bathroom every hour. That's a good idea. It's really important to get your eyes away from the screen so you don't get eye strain. I struggle to remember to do that quite often. Okay, so let's call this Axe. Axe, item 0, doesn't have an icon yet. Let's just give it this bone icon. This is called a wood axe. You can have 99 of them. We're not gonna want this exposed in every item probably. We'll make it a preset. Okay. So this needs a visual display as well. There are special glasses for what? For focusing your eyes? We're gonna call this world item drop, or it's called item drop. This is an item drop. It's got a box collider. Let's give it an item drop script. Looking at the screen all day. Oh, I would get one of those. Let me know what it is. Well, it's probably still good not to look at your screen all day. Here's unpacking after spending Xmas with the family. Nice. Welcome back. This will do this collision stuff. This will have an item. This will be the model. Make this a prefab. So now all items are going to look like axes until we figure out how we're going to do that. So this will be an axe. I guess it needs a mount now. So public item and public int. Oh, quantity. That's the word I've been looking for. Quantity. I was like, count, amount. What is that? It's a quantity. Yeah. I find quantity a little bit more better to wrap my head around. Analyzing the effectiveness of red light cameras at intersections in Toronto. Whoa. Are you from Toronto, Galactic Glum? I was just there last weekend. Looking forward to working on your own game and other side projects? Nice. Got any ideas you're going to work on? So let's say this item drop is 50 again. And now let's test our inventory, since we are going to be comparing scriptable objects rather than comparing instances of an object. Ooh, my back. Toronto, nice. I love Toronto. It's such a cool city. A stream overlay game. Oh, cool. And then maybe an E. Wait, what is that symbol before the D? Isn't that like the pound symbol? Or the euro symbol or something? Where are these axes? There they are. Okay. So let's look at my player's inventory. So blink, I got 50 axes. Oh, it didn't go away, that's fine. Blink, I got, okay, cool. So now I have 99 axes and 1 axe. So you guys can maybe see that. Oh, you can't see it over my face. So look at my inventory here. Now if I get this third set of axes, now I have 99 axes and 51 axes. And if I get another one, now I have 99 axes and 52. Wait, how do I end up with 2 over here? Wait a second, what? Also, we gotta get rid of this item drop. I want to actually pass in the item drop here. See you, gaming boy. Get some rest. Okay. So I get my first axe, and now I have 50 axes. Second axe, I now have 99 axes and 1 axe. Third axe, I have 99 axes, 51 axes, and then 50 again. And then, okay, so I'm definitely adding extra axes somewhere. Look at our code again. If this set is maxed out, continue. If we found a matching item that has room in its set, items are quantity plus equals quantity. Wait, what's happening here? This is not. This should not be that, right? Because we're doing that here, where we max out the item and then continue. Okay, right. I think I'm doing an extra check. So if it's full, we just keep going. If it's not full, then our new quantity equals current quantity plus this minus other max. And then the quantity for this equals to update the set first. We're going to say this is quantity minus, let's call this int new quantity. And maybe amount was actually easier to type than quantity. That's a lot harder to type all the time. We'll change all of that. We can change things whatever we want because we're grown-ups. So new amount equals this. And int difference equals amount, or equals new amount, or equals amount minus amount. Int difference equals amount minus new amount. This is actually like to add on. So our current quantity becomes our current quantity plus equals to add on. So it's supposed to be amount. And then our amount that we're going to keep going with becomes new amount. Watch you do all this and players think, oh, it's so confusing when I pick up items. I just want it to be a unique set. It's like, damn it. I want to say that's more correct. Let's take a look. At least now we have it working kind of in game. We want to actually render it to the UI so we can actually see it without having to open up the editor. Okay, so I pick up an axe. Pick up an axe. I now have 0 axes. How the hell did that happen? Well, these all say 0 on them. I'm just going to hard code item drops to always be axes right now. Okay. So 1x, I have 50. 2x, I have 99 and 1. 3x, I have 991 and 50. 4x, I have 991. Because it doesn't exceed the max set. So I should just do, I don't need to do this anymore. All I have to do is if amount equals 0, then we're done. Okay, I'm confident that this time it will maybe, possibly, hopefully work. Maths. I hate maths too, Coach Carter. 50, 991, 99, and minus 48. No, that's, God damn it. What's wrong with me? Amount plus amount. Why did that turn on? Hold on. Oh, I'm just doing it in the it should be like, I can just do absolute value, I guess. Because it should have been 48 that I added on to that one, right? I forgot about this beautiful diagram. Should have been 48. 991, 50. Put 1 in there. No, I put 49 in there. It's actually really confusing because of the 100, or because of 99. So let's just add to something more easily digestible. Let's do 100. So I think this can just be math f that absolute value. So my order of operations doesn't matter. Because I'm guessing I'm minusing or something. I don't know. I guess negatives might be important. Should be doing the biggest number first, so it's like amount or max and set minus these two values. Because you'll never be able to pick up more than max and set. All right. 50x, 991, 3 and 48, 7, 89, and 5. It works exactly as it shouldn't. I think you need to take a break from that and try it again with a fresher mind. I'm going to get going. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out today. We got a lot of progress on our drag and drop UI. Very little progress on our inventory set system. Definitely add a little bit of scope to the game by adding these inventory groupings, but it is how the game's going to need to work. So I'm going to take a break, maybe get some dinner, and come back to it with a fresher mind because I'm not seeing it at all right now. I'm sure it's super, super obvious, and we'll get that fixed before next stream. But thank you guys for hanging out. If you enjoyed the stream so far, please make sure you hit that follow button. And if you hated the stream, and if you really, really, really didn't like the cat, you should subscribe because for every person who subscribes to this stream, I will get one less cat. So thank you for hanging out today. Let's go see who's streaming out in the stream world and see if we can show them some love. I'll hopefully have this inventory thing working by the rest of tonight. And then next stream on Wednesday, we can start working on, I don't know what we'll work on next. The inventory is working. I guess we'll work on like dropping items into the world and picking items up, like actually picking up items in the world. So like, I want to get the survival aspect to the point where I'm chopping down trees. You can chop down a tree and pick up the wood. That in the survival item management, resource management is mostly working. And we can then focus back on combat and more on the monster capture side of things. See you, Isaiah. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see who's doing some game dev streams out in the world. Oh, look at this. Our good old friend 2D Heroes is streaming. So let's go show them some support. So let's get that raid message ready and let's head over to 2D Hero stream and show them some love. Until then, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Whatever you do, please don't die before then. Goodbye. Oh, life is yours. Hello and goodbye. See ya, MS Gamer. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it.